Okie dokie doodles. Holy hell, that is a bright light coming in from outside. Hello, sun, welcome, glad you're here. Anyway, hello, it is still Sunday. I am starting off this vlog. Hi, Oscar boy. And Oscar's decided to make his appearance. Hello, my love. There's an ear right here. Booba. Mwah. You want to say hi to the peoples? Come here. Up. Up, 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 up. Come up. Come say hi to mom. Up. He's like, I don't know. I don't know. I just want my head in your lap. That's all I want. Hi, baby boy. Hi, my sweet boy. What are you doing? Are you getting upsetty because mom's been in here all day working? And then left for 20 minutes to go get groceries, and then started working in here more. Are you mad? Oh, goodness. Anyway, as I pet my boy, okay, bye. Never mind. So last week, I ended off the vlog telling you guys what was going on. I've got that video finishing exporting right now. It is now done exporting. So let me run down with you what my plan is for this week. This week I've got 3 full days and 2 half days because of parent-teacher conferences this week. So that means that I'm gonna have a lot more time to be able to dedicate to a lot of stuff. Also, my university that I'm taking my classes through right now is on spring break this week, which means I have no assignments. My next class does not start until next week. So I had ample time to be able to get a lot of stuff done in terms of content, in terms of reading, all that good stuff. So first and foremost, tonight I want to be able to read the rest of Brutal Prince. I just got through the first chapter last night and I want to finish this because this is less than 300 pages. It is currently almost 3:30 in the afternoon. I think it's possible for me to finish this tonight. Then I would like to maybe get through the entirety of, if not get through most of, Happy People Are Annoying by Josh Peck. I have the audiobook for this on deck. So I think that on 2 times speed, it's about 3 hours. So I'll do some crocheting probably, or some cozy projects while I work on this, either tonight or tomorrow. Whichever works, it does not matter to me. Then the next thing is I need to before Saturday get Words Like Coins and Royal Assassin read because I am very behind on my reading stuff, and so I need to read the short story and then this, which Royal Assassin is about as, oh, it's chunkier than Assassin's Apprentice was. It doesn't look like it, but it is chunkier. It is 675 pages. I also have the audiobook on deck for this because I got it for free. So we're going to rely on audiobooks this week. If I still have time at the end of the week to get through more, which I think I will, I think it's entirely possible I'll get through these 2 tonight and then maybe even get through Words Like Coins because it's only 40 pages. And then tomorrow maybe start Royal Assassin. I would like to then, after I finish Royal Assassin, get started on Grave Empire by Richard Swan, which is Brandy's book club read for their Patreon for the month of February. And I do believe the live show will be going up either, I think, next weekend. Not this coming weekend like my live show is, but maybe like the weekend after. So I would like to get through some of this. Now this is a bit of a chunky book as well. This one is just over 500 pages. So this is my goal for this week. So these 4 books and the short story of Words Like Coins. Now I think it's possible. I think it's entirely doable. Whether or not we execute that plan remains to be seen. But I have sprints tomorrow. I have sprints Thursday, and I have sprints Friday because I'm doing 2 extra sprints with the fact that I have 2 half days this week, and because on Saturday I'm not doing sprints, I'm doing the live show for the Rob and Hobb read along. So that's what we got planned. Also, I want to show this because I got this the other day from my husband, and I think it is so stinking cute. So a little bit of backstory. My in-laws, for Christmas, they got my husband a jersey that had his last name on it and his birth year on it. So it looked like he was a player, like it was an actual player made like jersey, but it had Ash 98 on it because he was born in 1998. My in-laws had one made for me. So it's got 97 on it, and then it's got my last name 97 because I was born in 1997. Yes, I'm older than my husband. I'm older than him by over a year. It is what it is. But this is just so stinking cool. And what's awesome is that on Friday, we have a dress up sport for like a dress up day going on for our March's Reading Month stuff. And it is like favorite sports teams. So I can wear this because I actually have a jersey. I don't have jerseys for anything else. And so I can wear this, and then, I mean, I'm going to get a lot of questions more than likely, especially with the fact that my last name's on it. But they're going to be like, where did you get that? And I'm going to be like, my in-laws got it for me. How cool is that? They got this customized for me. So I thought it was super cool, and it's just so sweet. I love my in-laws. They're so very, very thoughtful. If any of you have seen my Nightmare Before Coffee sweater that I've worn, that was from my father-in-law for Christmas one year. My in-laws are so stinking thoughtful. They come up with such cool ideas for things. And this was my Valentine's Day present from them, which, how sweet that they got me a Valentine's Day gift. Like, that's the coolest thing. So, also, I do want to update you guys on something else, house-wise, that happened this past weekend, because I did not mention it in last week's vlog, because I totally forgot to. But one thing you may know is that our dishwasher has been extremely loud for the longest time when it has been running. Well, the husband done a thing way in advance of my birthday this year, because y'all know my birthday's not till July, okay? It's March. For my birthday, he got us a new dishwasher, and it's so nice. And it's quiet. It doesn't have this high squeaky sound anymore when it runs, and it's so nice. Okay, adult things. Hashtag adulting. This is like one of the most ridiculous things to get super excited about, but I love having a new dishwasher. So that makes it so that now the only appliances in the house that are not ours are the stove and the microwave. The fridge, the dishwasher, the washer, the dryer, all are ours. I mean, we might as well just buy this house at this point, truthfully. Like, that's kind of, that's a whole other thing I'm not going to get into right now. But what I am going to get into is I'm going to get my vlog from last week uploaded to Patreon and scheduled, and also uploaded to YouTube and scheduled. And I'm going to get another post for Patreon scheduled and posted so that I don't have to do anything until tomorrow. And then I can spend the whole rest of the day reading this bad boy, which includes, very likely, a bad boy and a bad girl, possibly. I mean, the first chapter, she sets the entire mansion on fire, so I'd say she's a bit of a bad girl. But anyway, I will check in with you guys later, very likely, if not tonight, tomorrow when I get back from work and I'm doing sprints, so I can tell you guys what I got through. Also, emerald green nails. Teehee. Hello. It is Wednesday night. I've just gotten out of the shower. It is 7:26 right now, and it's been a minute since I've updated you. So I think I last left you off where I was reading Brutal Prince, I think, and I ended up finishing that, giving it 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. So much fun. Very, like, easy to fly through. And hit all the points that I was wanting it to for a bit of a dark romance. And then I ended up reading the entirety of Happy People Are Annoying by Josh Peck, another 5 out of 5 stars. Memoirs are weird for me. I feel bad not giving a 5-star for memoirs because, like, it's somebody pouring their heart about, like, events, things that they went through. So I feel really weird about not giving those 5 out of 5 stars, truthfully. But now I am on to, also I did read the short story Words Like Coins, which I gave, I don't remember what I gave it. Maybe another 5 out of 5 stars. I think so. I think I'm on a roll with 5 stars right now. This, though, was a short story involving a woman who is like a hedge witch in training, but she's no longer being trained. And at the farm that she lives at with her sister-in-law, who's pregnant, they find a pregnant Pexie, which is like kind of a pixie, kind of like an animal version of that of sorts. Like, she's kind of got like a rat face of some kind, which is interesting because basically they are what keep the rats out of this farm that the rats are like eating all their stuff and getting into their water and everything. And basically the former hedge witch in training and the Pexy kind of like become bonded, and so it's like the story of them trying to traverse this life fleet with each other. And there's a whole thing around it where there's a saying of treating words like coins, where words are extremely important and the way that you use them is really important. Like if you bond with a Pexy, for instance, or they bond themselves to you, they are bound to you in a way that like it's forever. And you have to be very specific, kind of like with a genie. You have to be very specific of what you want them to do, because otherwise they will kind of just go off and do a bunch of things. Like it's a very literal kind of thing. So that's why they say words are like coins, and you have to be very careful with the kind of words you say. So I ended up really liking that. I thought it was very fun, very cute. I liked the way that it overall, you know, felt like still part of the world, but it did feel like kind of like a folktale of sorts in this world, if you will. And it also brought up something that does get mentioned in the beginning of Royal Assassin, which is about the hedge witches. So we know what the hedge witches are, what they do, things like that. Now, Royal Assassin is what I am working on. I am currently 50 pages into this. It's fine. Like, it's basically picking right off of where we left off with Fitz at the end of Assassin's Apprentice. And basically what's happening though is that after Fitz gets injured at the end of Assassin's Apprentice, he decides that he's going to steer away from the vows that he gave to the king that he was working for, King Shrewd, because he's a cripple now, and he's going to stay in the mountains where he's at because he can't do anything. He's been crippled from the battle that he was a part of, the mission that he was a part of in the last book. But when he hears about Molly in some capacity at Buckkeep and a bunch of other bad things happening at Buckkeep, he's kind of going to be roped right back into the royal intrigues of the world and stuff like that. And according to the synopsis, renewing their vicious attacks on the coast, the Red Ship Raiders leave burned out villages and demented victims in their wake. So we're back to the Red Ship Traders, which we fought in the last book. The kingdom is also under assault from within as treachery threatens the throne of the ailing king. In this time of great danger, the fate of the kingdom may rest in Fitz's hands, and his role in its salvation may require the ultimate sacrifice. So this is very likely going to make me cry at some point, and I'm not thrilled about that, but it is what it is. But I'm basically going to be listening to the audiobook of this, like, and keeping track of the physical book. This one is extensively longer than the last book was. This is 675 pages, whereas the last book was like almost 500. And I'm excited. The audiobook is like 14 and a half hours long on 2x speed. And I have about 13 and a half hours left right now. So this will be what I work on for the next couple of days, leading up to Saturday when the live show for Words Like Coins and Royal Assassin is. So tomorrow, though, and Friday, I have half days at work because this week was parent-teacher conferences, and most people are doing their conferences Monday through Wednesday. And then because they're staying so late for the conferences and stuff, like up to like 8 o'clock at night for some people, they're giving the teachers then the ability to have the half days on Thursday and Friday. So that'll leave a lot of good time for me to read, because I'm also going to be hosting sprints during those times. So super excited for that. But my battery's flashing. I gotta go, and I will see you guys tomorrow with some progress on Royal Assassin. Hello. We've moved the desk. So I am now upstairs. The library is right back over there. We're on the top floor. Yeah, we decided to do that this weekend. Yay! So the big thing though is that all of this stuff back here is my husband's, and he wants to move most of it downstairs. So that's going to be a bit of a project over the next maybe week or so, something like that, so that this can be completely my space. Yeah, this is exciting because now I have much easier access to my library. It's a little bit more quiet up here, but you know, with the back door and the washer and dryer and stuff going, it's not as much. But I've been up since about 10:30. It is also daylight savings time, so we jumped forward an hour, which doesn't really affect me all that much. But currently working on nothing at the moment. I was working on my audiobook project, but took a break because the washer's going and I don't want to have that in the background. So basically just watching some YouTube videos, enjoying my second cup of coffee, and I think I'm going to, after this video I'm watching is done, go and start working on a crochet project while I listen to an audiobook. I canceled the live show for Royal Assassin and Words Like Coins last night because I wasn't feeling super well. I did almost a 9-hour long live stream on Friday, and I was so exhausted still on Saturday that I was just like, I cannot do this. I cannot, you know, function to even be able to like talk about these things. So I rescheduled it for next weekend, which will be the 15th. And I don't have anything going on as far as I know next Saturday, so that should be fine. But yeah, so we're going to be moving around some stuff. The bookshelf that's downstairs in the office, I would like to be able to bring up here and put like on the other side of this window right over here. And I want to take the table that's in the library, the work table I have, and bring it out here. I think I want to keep the futon out here as well. But I want to like also kind of rearrange some of the stuff that's in the library because I want to take a couple shelves that I have that are kind of holding like knickknacks and stuff and use them for more space for books because they are functioning bookshelves. So I want to move those over to this wall on the inside of the library and put like rearrange my books so I can try to fit more books on my shelves kind of thing. So that is the idea, but this is going to take some time. Like, it's going to take, you know, time and effort that we're going to need to have in spades of. I wanted to just basically update this vlog. I did finish, though, Royal Assassin, and I feel like this one was a little slower. This one was more of like a political based fantasy than a lot of what the first book was. Like, you really saw more the inner workings of the politics, and like Fitz really like getting into his own as being the assassin for the king and dealing with the politics involved in this world and with King Shrewd. Like, it just was a little bit slower, and the romance that's involved in this I wasn't necessarily a fan of. I don't feel like it was really not necessarily necessary. I feel like I like the idea of having Fitz have a romance, but the actual romance itself was very wishy-washy. It was very back and forth, and it just got to be very irritating at times, and so I just was not as big of a fan of it. But I did still enjoy it, and all my thoughts on this are going to be in the live show, which will be this coming Saturday by the time this video goes out. So if you want my full thoughts on that, make sure to come join the live show for this and Words Like Coins. And currently you are sitting on the book that I'm working on next, which is Grave Empire by Richard Swan. Haven't really started it as of yet. I took like the last couple of days to just do what I needed to. And so I haven't really started it yet, but I will be starting it today. And I'm not planning on ending this vlog just yet because I still have some other work I'd like to do and be able to get through some of Grave Empire before I end the vlog. But yeah, so with moving upstairs, I actually ended up putting a lot of stuff in the library that I don't really need, like my old text stuff from my classes. I cleaned up my desk quite a bit. I've got most of my creative projects. I need to actually go downstairs and get a couple creative projects from downstairs up here, like my paint by number stuff, my diamond painting. I've got my current crochet projects up here except for one because I don't have any more yarn for it, so that's still downstairs. But I've got my cardigan. I'm working on a cardigan right now, and I have my star rating blanket up here as well, so I'll be working on those probably a little bit today as well. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of update you guys with what's going on. Not really a ton has happened in the last couple of days other than moving stuff up here. And we got a new monitor for Robert. So now he has 2 monitors on his desk, which is fine. But we are going to be working on, over the next few months, I think, for as my Christmas present this year, building a new PC, which I am so excited about. I've been wanting a PC again for a while. The one that we had was sold to my sister, and it was kind of like getting run down, and so I'm very excited to have a nice kind of more beefy good PC setup so that I can get back to streaming and gaming and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to be streaming gaming necessarily, like I'm not going to do the Twitch stuff again, but be able to like have a better streaming setup and then have a nice beefier setup for like editing and doing my audiobook stuff, and then reserving my laptop for like my schoolwork stuff, which probably by the time Christmas rolls around I'm going to be done anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But my laptop can only do so much, and so I would like to be able to eventually have like a beefier PC setup that actually, you know, works pretty well. So anyway, that's basically it for right now. I'll let you guys know when I get through some of Grave Empire and after I've gotten done with my work for today, because I have 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 4 chapters left of the audiobook plus the epilogue, so 5 chapters left of the audiobook project I'm working on, and then the little closing bits, which is going to probably take me most of the day today, because once the washer's done, the dryer's going to have to go, so that's going to make more noise, so I'm going to have to wait until that's done. And then it's going to take me a good few hours to get the rest of that audiobook project done, because I'm trying to get it done tonight so that it's done, and then I can hopefully get paid either tonight and get it like either Monday or Tuesday, or get paid tomorrow and get it like by Tuesday or Wednesday. So, and then I get paid this week, but I've got a lot of bills coming up, and I still have to figure out how I'm going to pay for a ticket to LA. There's a lot of stuff going on. So anyway, I also have to register for fall classes tomorrow, and I have my new class starting tomorrow. I have a mentor meeting on Tuesday for my pre-internship, and then I have my first like actual sync session, or my first like Zoom class session for my class that I'm starting tomorrow on Wednesday. It's going to be a busy week, and I have early release on Wednesday, so I'm going to be doing sprints for at least a couple hours on Wednesday. Woof, it's going to be a crazy week. So yeah, anyway, pray for me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to just sitting and relaxing for a little bit while the washer's going, and I will check in with you guys later. Hello. This is post-shower skincare routine. Heatless curler. Bonnet to protect. It just looked like it got like a giant bag on my head, which it kind of is in a sense, but it's not. I don't know. Anyway, I have gotten a bunch of work done today. Got my audiobook project done and sent that off to the author to review before it goes live. And I did get through the first 75 pages of Grave Empire. I don't know how I like it. I like this idea of the fact that there's a bunch of people dying and we don't know why, and it could be a monster, it could not, and we're trying to figure that out. But I don't know if I like it yet. And that's kind of sad because I had some high expectations for this because Brandy was really excited about it. But there is also this like big prophecy coming in with our second main character where like there's like this impending doom called the Great Silence. And there's like a lot of like different pieces. I don't know. This is kind of confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Like there's one character who goes off to this land that is like not well looked into. It's kind of new to people. There's all kinds of amazing creatures and things that they want to go see. And they kind of come across this huge horde of dead people and kind of get thrown in the middle of like this quest of figuring out what the hell is going on. But there's like this plague that's been also popping up across this kingdom where like it's pretty well known, this plague, and so like they don't know if it has something to do with that or if it has something to do with something much more nefarious and dark. Then there is our second main character who is an ambassador to a race of mermen. She's a human ambassador and fairly low ranking in that regard. Basically what happens is she learns information about the fact that there is this impending thing called the Great Silence coming. They don't really know what it means. It's some kind of ancient prophecy that is like the end of days kind of thing. And Renata, the ambassador, has to figure out who practices the arcane arts, if they can somehow stop that from happening. But there's like war and the Empire is on the brink, apparently, according to the synopsis, of supernatural catastrophe. So I don't know whether these characters are going to collide at any point in time, if there is anything to do with that, or if it's going to be more like the Stormlight Archive where there's like separate characters that don't necessarily like have any real connections, and eventually they kind of connect, but it's like a far off thing because they've got their own things going on within this world. So I don't know, like I kind of think it's gonna be good, but I don't know how much I like it at this moment in time. I'm, like I said, I'm only now like less than 100 pages into this 500-page book, and so I don't know, maybe this is just something I kind of have to get warmed up to, and I am planning on listening to it more tonight before I go to bed, but I did want to end this vlog here because I'm going to be basically editing this so I can get it out as fast as possible for early access, and then also make sure that this actually goes live Monday. So, in terms of this week, what did I get done? I got quite a bit done. I have to refer back to my bullet journal though, because it's been a bit of a crazy week with the parent-teacher conferences and the half days and everything. So I finished Happy People Are Annoying by Josh Peck. I got through Words Like Coins. I got through Royal Assassin and started Grave Empire. So I got through 3 books in this week, which is not too bad. I had a couple days where I didn't read anything, and that's fine. Like, it kind of happens, but I am pretty excited for this coming week. It's going to be a fairly normal week for the most part. My class for this semester, my last class, starts tomorrow. So I'm going to be jumping into some homework starting tomorrow with that. I have a early release on Wednesday, and I'll be doing sprints Monday and Wednesday. Tuesday, I have my mentor meeting with my professor, going over my last 2 observations and like other last bit things before I end up having just to wait for these IEP meetings to happen later this month. That's like my last assignment basically. And then that's it. Basically, once I get through Wednesday, because Wednesday I also have my first sync class with the class I'm starting tomorrow. So once I get through Wednesday, it'll be a lot easier. I'm going to be very busy Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But then Thursday and on is going to be fine. So my goal is to obviously get through Grave Empire, finish this, hopefully maybe by Wednesday. Then I would like to get to my next book, which you're currently sitting on, and you can kind of see the color of the cover there. It's To Shape a Dragon's Breath by Monoquill Blackgoose. I'd like to at least get through half of that if I can, if not read the entire thing, and then get through You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty by Akwaeke Emezi. I would like to get those 3 done, but we shall see, because it really depends on, I think, how much stamina I have with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, with the fact that I've got a ton of stuff going on those 3 days. But other than that, I think that is going to be it. I think that's all in terms of, like, plans. Obviously, we're going to be getting all of this Robert stuff figured out here over the course of the week. He was going to do some tonight, but he's like, he has no motivation, and I'm like, that's fair. It's been a long weekend. Let's just take it piece by piece. Probably part of what next week's vlog is going to be is like updates on the space, because once I get like my big bookshelf from downstairs here, my other little shelf that's downstairs, and then I move around the stuff in the library, that's going to make things a lot nicer. I'm going to feel a lot better. Like there's going to be a lot of rearranging going on that I'm going to be very happy with. But thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you did not know, I do have a Patreon where you do get things like early access to videos like this, as well as exclusive posts from me and updates and things like that. So be sure to go check that out if you have not already. And if you're interested in it, please feel free to subscribe to it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you'd like to be and would like to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that button down below and subscribe, become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.